You keep telling yourself you will be disciplined, but somehow you keep falling off. It is not laziness. Here are some 5 habits which is silently destroying you. Welcome back to my channel. Today it's Princess here. In this video I'm going to be sharing with you the 5 habits that is destroying your discipline. So number 1 is waiting for motivation. You hold it at whenever you feel like, but you need to understand the fact that motivation is something that is inconsistent. It's not something that you would want to do. You don't have to wait for people to motivate you. You don't have to wait for maybe whenever you see some thing on maybe social media before you can move on with your life, or before you can do some things in life. So you don't have to wait for motivation, because motivations comes and go. But when you are consistent, when you are determined, when you are disciplined, you just see that things will start flowing, things will start going smoothly with you without you being told anything. You just find a way to do things yourself. You are a kind of person that to read is very difficult for you. Why not start from somewhere by just maybe setting your alarm? And when you're determined, I know it can be very difficult to leave the bed, but when you are determined that this particular thing, this particular book, you want to read it, or you want to study for some certain things, or for something that is very important to you, when you have that habit of reading, it will be part of you as time goes on. I understand the fact that all these things are not things that are so convenient and they are very easy like that, but that is why you have to discipline yourself. So another thing is constant distraction. A lot of things can cause distraction. Number 1 is our phone. It is part of distraction, I would say, because sometimes you might not even actually want to plan yourself on how you want your day to be, but in one way or the other you find yourself on your phone for a long time. From there, you would find it very difficult to leave the phone whenever you want to do what you are supposed to do at the right time. So I think we should be very disciplined in that aspect as well too. There are sometimes that I would just want to stay off my phone for some while, just for me to just meditate and just for me to think very well. So I do that sometimes. Like sometimes I just put my phone down, and there are other things I can't do without not. I know we are in an area that it is always difficult to leave your phone, but when you are disciplined, you wouldn't think of that. Sometimes you can even start with maybe some particular, maybe if you want to start with maybe dropping off your phone, you can start with little times, like okay, maybe for 1 hour or 2 hours. As time goes on, you will see that you get used to it. Another thing is social media. A lot of things are happening on social media that social media is actually misleading people in one way or the other, but you have to know what you want for yourself. You have to know your ground. So it is not all what you see on social media you believe. It is not all what they say on social media you have to be hacked to, or maybe all what you learn from social media is what you need to practice. There are some certain things that you have to leave, and you go for the important things. So we have to be very, very disciplined in those areas as well too. You can't build discipline if your attention is very, very weak. It is going to be very difficult for you to build. So what you need to do is, number 1, you turn off notifications and you use focus time, even if it's just 30 minutes daily. You want to do something, okay, this is what I want to do in the next 1 hour. These are the things that this is what you want to do, this is where you want to go to. I just plan yourself that okay, in the next few hours you want to stay off this thing. You are focused, you are determined. With that, you would see that it will be part of you. You will get used to it. So another thing is lack of structure. You wake up with no plans. So how do you expect things to be done? You have to, whenever you wake up, even if it's just a little plans for yourself, you make a plan of how you want your day to be. Even if you can't finish all the plans for the day, but if it's that you actually did part of it, I think that is something that is better, because it is very good when you wake up every day and you have plans for yourself, you have plans for your week, for the month. Because when you have plans for yourself, that means you actually know what you are doing, you actually know what you want for yourself. So if all these things, if you are finding it very difficult to do, that is why you have to start from somewhere. You start doing it little by little. Okay, I've got 3 plans. You just plan yourself. Okay, let me see how far I can go before the day comes to an end. And with that, you see that when you keep doing that kind of thing, as time goes on, you would even have more than 10 plans, and you cover everything before the day come to an end. Another thing you can do to plan your day is you can also plan yourself a night before the day. So you know that, okay, tomorrow morning I want to start with this thing. Okay, tomorrow morning I need to read this particular book. Tomorrow morning I need to start working on this particular thing. This is what you want for yourself. You want this project to be done. You need to plan yourself ahead. Okay, this is what I want to do. This is how I want to go about it. If it is something you want to have a break in between, you plan yourself. Okay, after this I want to have 30 minutes break, I want to have 1 hour break, I want to have 15 minutes break, so as to refresh yourself in order for you to do the next thing for the day. So no structure, no discipline. You have to fix yourself very well, plan yourself ahead of time, so that things will work out in the right way. The next thing is negative self-talk. I am lazy, I can't stay consistent. All these things are things that are not supposed to be said, because with that you live on that words that you've said, because you can't move forward whenever you say those words to yourself. So you have to be positive in every way. This is how you become what you say to yourself repeatedly. So being positive, it has a lot of things it does in someone's life. So you have to become more disciplined. Even when you don't want to do that thing, you need to keep showing up, because there's nothing that is very easy in this life, and there's when you want to achieve something, it is not done just in a day. So you have to do what you have to keep putting more effort with whatever we are doing, and that is the only way which we can be successful in life. So before I continue, kindly please do not forget to subscribe, to share, to follow for more. Share to someone you know would love to hear. Kindly give this video a thumbs up. Please give this video a thumbs up, so that it will go to so that it will move to more audience as you give it a thumbs up and you subscribe and you share as well too. So the last thing is choosing comfort over growth. So discipline requires discomfort, but you keep choosing the easy one. So if you want to grow, you have to discipline yourself in a hard way. You have to do things that you know that, okay, these things are difficult, but still yet you want to engage yourself in it. So with that, it will even help you more to face what is ahead. Like, there is no how you will not have the challenges, but how do you now handle it? But when you now start doing the easy things, when you start doing the things that it is not even it doesn't even worth it. So how do you want to move on in life? How do you want to be a successful person? So it is very important you do things that are challenging. I would say, yes, find yourself doing things that you know that, okay, this thing is it is something that it demands more knowledge, more hard work, more effort. So you put effort to it so that it will come out in the way you want it to be. And also, how can you discipline yourself again is by moving away from your comfort zone. When you are in your comfort zone, there are some certain things that you feel too relaxed to do, because sometimes, let's assume you're under your parents, they are the ones paying for your accommodation, they are the ones paying for your school fees, they are the one doing this and that. It's not that they can't pay your school fees, but when you feel too relaxed, when you feel too relaxed in a stage or a very young adult and you are still staying under your parents, like how you have to do what you have to go out there and look for something to do. So because when you go out, you mingle with people, that is when you know what it takes, how people are really struggling to become someone in life. But when you are at home, it is your parents that they will provide everything you need for you. They will be the one to give you food, to give you shelter, to give you even in your financial aspects, they will be the one to give you money. I feel it is something that it is not good enough. I know some people like their family are so rich, but even at that, you have to make more money. So you have to discipline yourself in order to be successful and to achieve a good thing in life. So discipline is not something you are born with. It is something you have to start with. You have to start from somewhere. You start building yourself gradually, and as time goes on, you will see that you will get to where you don't even expect. So you have to discomfort yourself if you want to be disciplined and if you want to be a good person and a better person for yourself. With these few points, I hope I'm able to help someone out there on 5 habits destroying your discipline. And do not forget to subscribe, share, follow for more, share to your loved ones that you know they would love this video, and share as much as you can. And I'll see you in my next video. Thank you so much for stopping by and remain blessed. Bye.